So the schedule, 3 of the first 4 at home, is that set up well considering you guys, kind of start slow a little bit?
Well, it's great to get the schedule out, first of all, and it kind of gets that energy, excitement going. No question, playing 3 of the first 4 at home, I think it's great for our football team. It's great for our fans. There's another stretch in November, December where we have 5 out of 7 at home. We have to make the most of those home opportunities, and then we have to get back to being an outstanding road team. 2 years ago, we were 7-1 on the road, and we didn't play as well last year on the road, and it was a significant difference.
Considering you guys missed the playoffs this year, to get 5 national televised games, that's going to be, tell us what the NFL thinks about you guys.
Well, we play a style that I think is exciting, it's fun to watch, and we have a great schedule. We play those national televised games are against awfully good football teams.
When you look, there's a cluster, I think, where you go Monday night at Kansas City, Green Bay, followed by a short turnaround against Oakland. That's a lot of football in a short amount of time against pretty good competition.
When you get the schedule, you look at it and you start thinking about areas of the schedule you're going to have to manage and do differently than normal. And that certainly is a very unique setup, playing Monday, Sunday, and then Thursday. I'm not sure I've ever done that. But we just have to make sure we rest our guys and get our work done and get them ready for the games, but then manage the number of reps they have during that time.
What do you think about the bye in week 6?
Well, I always look at the bye, and you got the preseason schedule, and then we have 5 games, so the bye is about at the halfway point. So I don't mind where the bye is.
Do you like having 3 of the first 4 at home, considering the history of starting slow?
I do. I think that starting slow thing is more about us than it is about schedule. We've gone and looked hard this offseason. We've had a little extra time to do some different things, and in our losses, in our September and October losses, we have had 24 turnovers and we've had 11 takeaways. So it's more about us and the way we play, I think, than schedule. But it is nice to be at home during that month.
4 out of your 6 divisional games are going to be in the first half of the season. Is there an advantage or a disadvantage at all with that?
Well, the league worked hard to get the divisional games or end them, made sure the season ended with them last year, and it looks like we a little bit of that, but I don't think that is a factor where we play those teams and when we play them. You've got those 6 games. You're all going to play the same teams every year. You get to know each other awfully well. It's who you play them and who they play the week before they play us that I'll start looking at.
And the final 2 on the road, obviously you want to be at home, but that's kind of a tough end of the season, isn't it?
Well, we ended the season that way last year, and it is a challenge, and that will be a challenge for us. And that's obviously the emphasis on playing well early. So you've put yourself in a position where those games, hopefully, you have a spot sewn up by the time you go play those games.
What do you think New Year's Day at Oakland is going to be like?
It'll be wild. The good news is we've been on the road for Christmas the last 2 years. We get home, we'll play at home, and we'll play in Detroit on Christmas and get home on Christmas Eve. The trade-off is we're going to Oakland, and we'll be in the black hole on New Year, so that'll be exciting and entertaining.
It's always tough to gauge strength of schedule because you don't know how teams are going to play out through the course of the year, but there are some perennially elite teams on this schedule, including at New England, at the Jets. There are some big-time games against big-time franchises on this slate. What do you think about having so many of them throughout the course of the schedule?
Well, when the schedule comes out, and obviously when you're playing the AFC East, you're going to be playing good football teams. Miami's a good football team. Buffalo's an up-and-coming team. So there are challenges. There are challenges throughout the schedule. We played Green Bay here, and a year ago, or middle of the year last year, I don't think anyone would say, "Oh, you're playing Green Bay, the Super Bowl champions," but that's who they are now. So the great thing about the NFL, every week is a new challenge, and it's exciting. And we play a lot of good football teams. There'll be a lot of good football for our fans.
Coach, play that first game on Fox. Do you think you guys will be playing that first game with the lockout and everything?
We're preparing to have a normal training camp. We're preparing to play the preseason, and we're preparing to open against Minnesota on Fox, I guess.
Obviously, you can't communicate to your players right now, but just knowing the type of guys they are, do you have confidence that they're doing what it takes to stay prepared outside of the facility here?
Well, they got the schedule. I know they know it's coming out. They're probably watching the schedule shows right now, and it does get you going a little bit. You know, they're probably turning the sound up when they see me that I'm on TV. They probably want to hear what I have to say about everything. I've got a lot of confidence in our guys, and I know they're working hard.